Gym owner's legal fight has worked out. He just received an important victory over the state. Good evening, everyone. A court ruled that some orders from the governor have a statute of limitations.
As a result, Athletes Unleashed does not have to follow executive orders that are more than 30 days old. Gilad Malamed looks at the precedent this could set for other local businesses.
Athletes Unleashed no longer has to follow all of Governor Andrew Cuomo's executive orders.
Well, they can, basically go back to pre-pandemic operation procedures, and they don't have a class size limit.
The gym's attorney, Todd Aldinger, says Executive Law 29A is what the governor uses to authorize his executive orders. The court ruled that law puts a 30-day limit on Cuomo's directives. Now, Athletes Unleashed doesn't have to follow orders older than that. While Judge Paul Wotasik's ruling only applies to Athletes Unleashed, retired state Supreme Court Justice Penny Wolfgang says future cases could have similar outcomes.
I think that it's going to set a good precedent for other businesses, not just gyms, but other businesses that wish to challenge the regulations set forth through this executive order if they are more than 30 days old.
Aldinger says if the governor wants to extend a 30-day directive, it has to go through the legislature. Wolfgang says because the case was in trial court, the ruling is not binding.
It might be persuasive to other trial level judges in other cases, but it certainly wouldn't be mandatory for them to follow.
For future cases, she says this ruling would be most helpful to restaurants, salons, and other types of personal care businesses. The Orchard Park Gym won a case in December challenging capacity restrictions.
It seems like it's following a pattern because most of the cases that have been brought challenging the executive order have been actually successful, haven't they?
The gym still has to follow the 11 p.m. curfew put in place less than 2 weeks ago and mask guidelines from the Department of Health. The state has 30 days to appeal this case. 7 Eyewitness News reached out to representatives from the governor's office but has not heard back. Gilad Malamed, 7 Eyewitness News.
And just now, moments ago, the state responded. A spokesman for the governor's office says this ruling only affects the one business. He says they are reviewing the decision and considering all of their options.